Hey there and welcome. If you're using WordPress, you know how powerful plugins can be for extending your site's functionality. But with so many plugins out there, how do you make sure you're using them effectively? Today I'm sharing 3 tips that'll help you get the most out of your WordPress plugins. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, choose your plugins carefully. With thousands of options in the WordPress plugin repository, it can be tempting to just pick the first one that looks good. But trust me, quality matters. Always check the plugin's ratings, reviews, and how frequently it's updated. You want plugins that are well supported and compatible with your version of WordPress. Also, make sure the plugin is actively maintained. If it hasn't been updated in a while, it could have security vulnerabilities or compatibility issues with newer WordPress versions. Tip number 2, don't overload your site with plugins. It might be tempting to install every plugin that promises to improve your site, but the more plugins you add, the slower your site can become. Plus, too many plugins can cause conflicts and make your site harder to maintain. Keep your plugin list lean and only use the ones that are absolutely necessary. And of course, regularly audit your plugins to make sure you're not holding on to anything you don't need. Tip number 3, always test plugins before going live. Even if a plugin looks great on paper, it might cause issues with your theme or other plugins. The last thing you want is for a plugin to break your site after it's live. Set up a staging site where you can test new plugins and updates before applying them to your live site. This way, you can catch any potential issues without affecting your users. So to recap, choose your plugins carefully, don't overload your site, and always test plugins before going live. These 3 tips will help keep your WordPress site running smoothly and securely. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to check out our other videos for more WordPress tips.